Welcome to clickmeproject.com. Let me discuss about the process visual object tracking based on local steering kernels and color histograms. Discuss about the process visual object tracking based on local steering kernels and color histograms. Here the proposed framework is appearance based. First, initially the color similarity of the objects in the locations were identified using color histograms. Then local steering kernel. The feature similarity is measured using the local steering kernels. Then the location of the objects in the color frame is determined. Finally, we are identifying the foreground objects alone. Then we are calculating the measures of the foreground objects, and then we are plotting rectangles around the blobs so that we are tracking the objects throughout the video. So this framework is very effective, and it tracks multiple objects, and if the objects were very closer means it will track the objects as a whole, and when they are separated it will track the objects separately. Let me discuss about the flow of the process visual object tracking based on local steering kernels and color histograms. Initially the input video is loaded, and then the videos were converted into frames. So all the frames were pre-processed in order to remove the noises from them. Then color histogram values were calculated. So this color histogram calculation is helpful in order to measure the color similarity. It is used to differentiate the objects from the background information. It is sensitive to illumination changes and viewpoint changes. After the object position is predicted, each search region is selected. The color histograms are compared according to their similarity. Then after that the local steering kernels were applied. Here the object's textures were extracted using the local steering kernels. The RGB, the local steering kernel value for each image in the each channel is calculated. Local steering kernels are local descriptors of the image structure, which exploits both spatial and pixel value informations. The nonlinear combination of weighted spatial distances between the pixel of an image and its surroundings. The distance between the image pixel and its neighboring pixels is measured using a weighted equivalent distance. The resulting projection matrix will then be used for the dimensionality reduction of the local steering kernel descriptors of the search region. Finally, similar local steering kernel descriptors were. Now we have extracted the foreground information from the objects, and from the extracted foreground informations we are tracking the objects by plotting a bounding box around the objects which are identified. We are calculating the measures of the blobs such as height, weight, and XY positions of the regions, and then the videos are plotted like that. Let me see the running procedure of the process visual object tracking based on local steering kernels and color histograms. If you want to run the code, select the file main.m, which is located in the source code folder. Right click it and click on run file. You will get the guide window which is needed in order to run the program. First select any video which is given in the data. Now the video is loaded and it is converted into frames, and the video will be displayed here. Now the video is displayed here. Then after the video has run, we have to convert this video into frames. So for that, so here the videos, all the frames where the videos are converted into frames and they are written here. After that, after the completion of this process, now let me move on to the pre-processing step. Here each frames were pre-processed and the result is displayed here. Here all the frames were pre-processed and each frame is displayed, and it is playing in the, here the frame number is also displayed. Then after that we are going to extract the foreground regions from the object. So for that we are segmenting the input video, and then we are using the color histogram for the values. So this is now the objects in the video were extracted, and then now we are going to track the input videos. So here we are tracking the persons in the video. So when the person comes closer, they will be tracked as a whole, and when they moves on further, then they will be tracked separately. So this process goes on like that from the initial frame and a whole frame. The tracking process goes on like this. If the persons were very closer, then they will be tracked like as a whole. If they were separated, means they will be tracked as like that. So thus we are tracking the input persons in the video using the locus sharing kernels and the color histogram calculation. Thank you.